Hi all, let's have a look at a game of Wilhelm Steinitz, the first official world chess champion. So this was played in Vienna, 1859. Steinitz was playing black. Let's take the black side. e4, we have e5, knight c3, knight f6, and given we're in Vienna, is it a shocking surprise? f4, the Vienna game. For a game in Vienna. Okay, so Steinitz reacts with d5. This is actually kind of the main move today, actually, in line, but d5 is the most common response here. Now white usually takes with f takes e5. That's the main move today. In this game we have a slightly rarer e takes d5, knight takes d5, f takes e5. This is possible because this check is not winning outright by its controlling that e4 square, so there's no bouncing to win the rook. Black takes on c3, but now does play queen e4 check, and we do have a bouncing maneuver for the rook. Yeah, because that defender of e4 has been taken out here. Just to show some variation. So if g3 here, well actually I've got some prepared earlier. Check. You might think it's a little bit risky to do this because isn't the queen trapped? Well, with knight c6 and bishop g4, black can get out with queen takes h2 here. This is good for black. So for example like this, and black is doing very well. So, so even if the queen's trapped, it doesn't matter. But white plays king e2, doesn't offer that variation. We have bishop g4 check, knight f3, knight c6, d4. So in many ways, Hamppe is using a principle which may have been echoed by Steinitz at some point. The king is a strong piece. It's not castling here. Black castles queenside, and there are threats like knight takes e5. And also, let's have a quick look at what was this? Okay, knight takes e5 and bishop b4. And yeah, believe it or not, bishop b4 is a very, very good undermining move. Just to show you that, this looks crazy, right? Just to show you a token move, bishop b4 is crushing here. For example, c takes, knight takes d4. What does white do? Bishop d2, rook takes d4, knight takes d4. It's all coming down. Opposition is coming down for white. So yeah, but white actually defended both, it seems. We have now, though, the possibility of still playing knight takes e5 in this position. This still is very strong because of rook d5 here. And that's really quite crushing technically. But it wasn't played. That's quite a difficult one to find. We have instead bishop takes f3 check. And now knight takes e5. And white's last chance here was to play queen e1. And for example, well, what does black do? Not too many options because the knight's hanging. So simplification would be equal-ish. So queen e1 was the move to save white here, but white played d takes e5. Now it's really dangerous again. Bishop c5, threatening queen f2. And now we have queen e1 here under very different circumstances. The queen can swing across to c4, check. Now queen takes c3, threatening the rook. Queen takes f3 check. Now in this position, very nice continuation. Black to play. What does black play in this position? If I give you 5 seconds, starting from now. Okay. Rook takes d2 check. 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 And now, black to play. What would you play here? Alright, in this position, queen c3 was played. It looks as though, can black take the rook? Let's have a quick check on that. Probably, yeah. it's a winning position already, but queen c3 is actually stronger. Now check. That bishop is not taken. Queen b5, but now check. And here, can you see what black plays? Okay, queen d1 check, and it's mating. Yeah. So Steinitz did crush the opponent in the end, but there's one or two clinical moves in this key position. Improvements tactically can be made. Instead of bishop takes f3 check, which technically might not be completely crushing, but rook takes d4 is also super strong. For example, like this, it crumbles white's position, and here taking and queen b4 checkmate, for example. Yeah, there's absolutely crushing stuff here, as you might imagine, because the king's in the center, so computers will be totally ruthless if there's king safety issues. But yeah, bishop takes f3 was played, which is it had a particular idea as well. It just so happens in this position, just to recap, that white can actually save himself technically with queen e1. It's funny, but it is actually like a completely crushing position if either rook takes d4 or knight takes e5. But yeah, this is putting these historic games under great tactical scrutiny, which is a little bit unfair to these guys. But it was a very nice game and finish from Steinitz nevertheless. Hope you enjoyed it. Comments, questions, likes, shares appreciated. Thanks so much.